One takes over again as favourite. So that's the fourth different favourite we've seen in about 3 minutes. It's now, again, number one, Imposing Miss M at $3.30. I always thought it was the Divine Miss M, but anyway, this is the Imposing Miss M. Green lights on. Ready for the first. Off they go. And Sharky AR begins well and goes out to the early lead from Imposing Miss M going to second, and Young Jade got through to third, followed by Phineas Flynn. Just went a bit awkwardly around that turn and is fourth, a fairly distant fourth. Further back then was Our October, Miss Divine, Cyclone Fury, and As a Buzz went awkwardly back to the tail of the field. It's all Sharky Aya coming to the turn. Out by about 5 on Phineas Flynn, finally getting to second, and then came Young Jade. In front is Sharky Aya, flying out wide Phineas Flynn. Sharky Aya just gets in from Phineas Flynn. Young Jade third, Cyclone Fury fourth. Behind these then came Our October, Imposing Miss M, couldn't finish it off from Miss Divine, and As a Buzz in about 30 and 6. Sharky Aya for Cliff Houston. I've worked out Sharky Aya. Could be wrong, but that's what I've thought probably be called. By Jewel Enforcer out of Howie's Gemma. Cliff Houston at Burpengary for the White Tips Partners. It's just got in by a half length. Numbers are 2, 8, 5 and 7. 2, 8, 5 and 7. 9.40 and 2.20 for the winner. And Fairbius Maximus at $9.10. They're coming forward. 520 metres the journey of the second. I've got to open this window, so apologies for the breeze effect. Not much I can do. Maybe if I stand back here a bit. Green light. Ready. Off they go, and Wally Who Calls, one of the first starters, began well. Fair Upper in trouble back in the field, and Wally Who Calls goes down to the first turn and leads the way. Got away by about 4 lengths on Fairbius Maximus, is on the outside there of Captain's Choice, and Canisia's Flyer got through to fourth, and then came Thor of Thunder, Make a Date, Hot Lily, and Fair Upper is back at the tail of the field. Coming around the corner, Lamplighter is Wally Who Calls. He's out by about 4. He's doing it all right, Wally, from Captain's Choice, and Wally Who Calls. This caller, not Wally, I'm Paul. Wally Who Calls won it easily. Captain's Choice second, Fairbius Maximus third, Cabicious Flyer fourth, and then came behind them there Fair Upper, who always was back in the pack with Thor of Thunder, also Make a Date, one of the last home, and that's about the ball game. Wally Who Calls, $6.20 and $2. 1, Captain's Choice, $1.50. 7, Fairbius Maximus, $2.10. The time 30 and 53. 8 got fourth, Canisia's Flyer. 4, 1, 7, 8. 4, 1, 7, 8. We come into the 520 metres. Okay, in they go. The 520 metre mark. We've got the heats of the Gold Coast Cup here on Thursday night. 4 heats of those. Al Gallo won the last Gold Coast Cup at Parklands. We might end up with a U-turn track in Queensland before too long, the way things are shaping. Hopefully so. Righto, green light. Ready. Off they go, and Bogey Diamond begins brilliantly straight to the early lead. But here comes Barbella and also Super Yikes. Down to the first turn they go. They charge into it, and Barbella crossed over by a length and a half. Bogey Diamond is second. 1.5 Super Yikes third. Percy Pierce is fourth. And then came DJJE, Misfortunate, We Love George, and Show Lee's Angel, the last one. Coming to the turn, Barbella and Bogey Diamond are locked in battle. Bogey Diamond on the outside and Barbella. Bogey Diamond with its head in front of Barbella, and Bogey Diamond wins from Barbella, and DGJE flew and got third. Misfortunate possibly fourth in front of Super Yikes, followed by Percy Pierce, We Love George, and one of the last home, Show Lee's Angel. 1 Bogey Diamond raced up to tackle the 8 dog, coming to the turn, Barbella, and then went on strongly to the wire. It's 1837, 1837, 30 and 76 the time. Bogey Diamond, Bob Giltonen for Les Bine by the Great Hyena. Currently the third highest prize money winning greyhound in Australia. Not sure yet. Anyway, plans are up and running, long last, would appear. Right, 5, Classy Hayes here. Reg K, I'd love to see a big one-turn track at Logan or anywhere. So would everyone else. Reggie's been very outspoken about it, of course. Anyway, green light. Ready. Off they go. Classy Hayes missed it. Out fast was 6 and counting. Tackled down the middle by Velocity Lorem. Now Classy Hayes, the favourite, is back about second last and wide. Out to the back they go. Velocity Lorem got away by about 3 lengths on Not Late Lee and Prince Harry. Wide out there, Classy Hayes going forward in search of the leader. Then Commando Charles. Further back 6 and counting, and MDB Hardy the last one. Have a look at this. Classy Hayes got wide on the turn. It's after Velocity Lorem. Velocity Lorem and Classy Hayes and Prince Harry on the fence. Classy Hayes just beat Prince Harry. 6 and counting, rattled home and got third. Velocity Lorem weakened back to fourth, but a fairly close fourth it was. Then Commando Charles and MD Bahatai, and last of all, Not Late Lee. That, for a novice, a very, very exciting affair. 5 Classy Hayes has got the prize, $1.70 and $1.20. Over 8 Prince Harry at $4.60. 2, 6 and counting, no third, and 4 will be fourth. Velocity Lorem. 5, 8, 2 and 4. Heats of the Gold Coast Cup run nowadays at this very venue. The great El Gallo won the last Gold Coast Cup at the Gold Coast back in 2008 on the last night of racing at Parklands. Rightio, 2:30 Golfing Amy just remains rock solid all the way through. Green light. First leg of the quaddie. Racing, Golfing Amy popped out nicely. Down the outside comes Sadie's Guess, though, and shoots straight past them. Golfing Amy drifting back through the pack and out of the straight. Sadie's Guess out by about 4 lengths on Bertram George, and Golfing Amy getting going again. Followed there by Bazaar Bomber, then came Made to Charm. Well back is Big Bad Brad, Mermaid Lane, and Early Show back with those. But on the turn, Sadie's Guess giving us a big side here at Juicy Odds. Golfing Amy's coming home hard. Sadie's Guess in front of Golfing Amy close to home. Sadie's Guess by a length. Golfing Amy second. Third is going to go to Made to Charm. Fourth is either Bazaar Bomber or Big Bad Brad. Back behind them, Early Show. Mermaid Lane was one of the last. Bertram George alongside of those. 7, Sadie's Guess. 7:40 and 2:10. The first leg of the quaddie. 1, Golfing Amy. 1:20. 3, Made to Charm. 3:60. 7-1-3-5. 7, 1, 3 and 5. 30 and 35 the time. 30 and 35. Work that one out. Anyway, 270 number 4 last day, our Tatsbet favourite. 320 number 2 Queen Emma Cloud. 640 number 7 Ishikawa, and number 8 Smiley Summer. It's a knockout chance at $7.40. 520 metres the journey of race 6 of 10. Here we go. Green light. They're racing, and last day began brilliantly. Straight to the lead, the favourite from Smiley Summer in hot pursuit, and Rossio is third. Back behind those came Mr. Bonfire as they went out of the home section, followed by Queen Emma Cloud. Well back Ishikawa, Miss Corsair and Railroad Rocket. Running up onto the top turn, and last day out by 2.5 on Smiley Summer. They had the race between themselves, clear of Queen Emma Cloud, and then came Rossio round the corner. Last day in front, Smiley Summer trying hard, but last day with a good kick, and the big blokes home. Last day has won from Smiley Summer. Queen Emma Cloud third, Rossio kicked on for fourth. And the others basically finished in a clump. Mr. Bonfire, Ishikawa, Miss Corsair and Railroad Rocket in about 30 and 3. Race to race double. First 2 legs of the quaddie to Christine Robertson. On this occasion it is number 4 last day. 240 and 160. Smiley Summer loomed large as a potential danger on the bend for home, but the leader kicked strongly, got away, and last day has won quite nicely. 1.5 by 4. 30 and 30 the time, and the top 4 in the betting. This is race number 7, the Queensland Greyhound Adoption Program Grade 5 Stake. Adopt a greyhound, they make great pets. I've got 4 of them. They're beaut. They eat a bit though. Green light, set, off. Late Angel Lee out well, down the middle comes Well You Know, and wider out was Legend Tycoon. Running up to the first turn they go, and punching through there, Tiny Turner took the lead. Out to the back, and Tiny Turner an $11 shot. Dashed a couple clear of Legend Tycoon coming after it. Then Line Up Boys, Sunny Kibble, and further back then was Well You Know. Well back is Missile Flash. Late Angel Lee got back to second last with Stubby Cooler. Around the corner, Legend Tycoon took over, got away from Tiny Turner, and Legend Tycoon dashed away to it easily from Sunny Kibble second. Late Angel Lee flew to get third in front of Line Up Boys. Back behind these then came Well You Know, and they were followed then by Missile Flash. Tiny Turner dropped out of it to be one of the last home. In company there was Stubby Cooler. 8 Legend Tycoon, 5.30 and 1.60 for a legend himself. Paul Curchie, the trainer, a Hall of Famer. By Swift Fancy out of Oceanic Tycoon is Legend Tycoon. 2 Sunny Kibble by the vet. 8 Cakes and Pies, 2.30. 5 John's Son, 4.10. 6 Leonard at 5.80. And number 4 Betty's Memory in the market at $7.50. Green lights on at the 600 start. No more bets, thank you. They're ready. And they're away. Lucky Cha Cha began well, but John's Son pings out of the pack and goes to the lead. Cakes and Pies about midfield. Settling down John's Son by a length and a half on Leonard. 5 to Cakes and Pies, going to third around Betty's Memory. Followed then by Alex the Great, Lucky Cha Cha. And getting well back, She's a Size, and Without a Thorn the last one. Down the back they go. Leonard, first start at 600 metres. Takes over, got away from John's Son. Cakes and Pies a wee bit flat-footed there, and then came further back was Betty's Memory. But Leonard nicely out in front of Cakes and Pies coming up the home straight, and Leonard wins it brilliantly. Betty's Memory flew and got second. Cakes and Pies third. Lucky Cha Cha fourth. John's Son weakened back to fifth. And then came Without a Thorn, Alex the Great, She's a Size. I'll tell you something, it's pretty tough to win first up over 600 metres. Leonard's done that, and for a bit of icing on the cake has clocked about 34 and 9. Number 6 Leonard, romping home to victory. John McCarthy for Linai Vanovic by Collision out of River Seine. That's the same litter as LA Brigette, who broke the record at Ipswich the other night. Look at that early sectional, 9.92. That's absolutely scorching. And the overall, Stubborn Babe 8.20, Pure White Cloud 5.10, Premier Recall 6.80, and a bit of a mover at long odds, number 7 Doc Holiday into 7.20. Rickshaw Rosie drawn the 4. $2.10 is the readout. Green light. This is the 9th. Racing. Rickshaw Rosie begins with them again, then got cut out. Going fast, Doc Holiday. Down the outside comes King Zara, and Rickshaw Rosie peeling out wide now to come after these leaders. Into the back. King Zara by a half on Rickshaw Rosie. 3 away came Doc Holiday back to third. And then Premier Recall, Silver Cha Cha, Pure White Cloud and Stubborn Babe. They're off the back. Rickshaw Rosie and King Zara absolutely locked in battle. Around the corner they come. Rickshaw Rosie, a narrow front runner. Rickshaw Rosie in front trying to come back. King Zara, but Rickshaw Rosie has won from King Zara, Silver Cha Cha and Doc Holiday, probably in that order. Then Pure White Cloud, Stubborn Babe, and last of all, Premier Recall. She's done enough. Rickshaw Rosie, number 4, $1.70 and $1. 8 King Zara just kept her tested all the way. $6.90 the place, King Zara. 6 Silver Cha Cha would wind up third, I'd say. 4, 8 and 6 are going up. 30 and 54 is the race winning time. It's 4.867. 4.867. So the inside boxes didn't get a look in at any stage, basically, for 3 months, except for October 26 when they have their puppy auction on, and Townsville will have a greyhound meeting that night, Saturday night, October 26, which coincides with the Top Gun as things pan out. Okay, they're all locked away for the last. 3.20 each now. Spencer George and Big Dak ready. Racing. And Spencer George out okay, but Vanaheim's going to charge through with Big Dak, and they've beaten Spencer George, who's back to third from Cornelia Bell, and then came our Viking as they go out of the home section, followed by Euroa Katarina. Cha Cha Express just up ahead of those, followed by Olika Malika. They're in the back, and Big Dak went right through on the inside to grab the lead from Vanaheim and draw about a length clear. Spencer George coming into it gamely, and further back then came Cornelia Bell around the corner. Big Dak is the front runner. Spencer George lunging and got it. Spencer George got up to beat Big Dak. Third Vanaheim, and fourth in then was the 10 dog Cha Cha Express. They were followed by Euroa Katarina, Cornelia Bell, Our Viking, and I Like Malika was the last one home. Strong win. 1 Spencer George, $2.90 and $1.50 for John Pay, John and Moira. 5 Big Dak led till the shadows of the post, $1.50, and 8 Vanaheim at $1. It looks like we're ready in Launceston. 30 and 50 the time. 30 and 50. 1, 5, 8, 10. 1, 5, 8 and 10 are the numbers to pay.